So I'm a Texas teacher. I teach 8th grade. This will be my 25th year, and I was going to show you how I set up my notebook for the school year. We actually start school on Monday, so I set mine up because we're going to be setting ours up on Monday when the kids come in after we go over our syllabus and things. But I teach building thinking classrooms, and so one of the things about building thinking classrooms is writing notes to our forgetful selves. So I included that in here. And so what I do is, these are just stickies, and I fold them over, and then I tape them, and then I put them on the outside. So this is the first thing that the kids see, and this is the goals that they're going to put into their journal. And so we do MAP testing, and so they'll put their MAP test, and then we do it beginning, middle, and end, and then we're going to put goals over here. So it gives me what their number is for the growth goal after they've taken the test. So we'll put that number here, and that's what we're going to be working on all year long. Then I'm going to get their results from STAR, what they did in 7th grade, and we're going to put that number here, and then we're going to put the growth goal of what we want them to do this year. And then MAP test gives you your lexile. So at the beginning, middle, and end, we're going to put that there. I'm going to talk about lexile and what that means about their reading level. I'm going to look at the chart. We're going to talk about grade levels and things like that. And then they're going to put a goal here. And as they're working all year, they're going to try to meet this goal that we set here. And I help them. Like, I meet with every student. I conference with them about the goal sheet. So we have the goals, and then we have TEKS. And we break down the TEKS, and we talk about the TEKS. And so they need to know this is what's tested on STAR test and what that's going to look like. So we do have a fairly large TEKS section. Then we have a writing section, and this is where maybe I'm wanting them to, I give them a question like for an SER, ECR. Maybe they've done it in groups with Building Thinking Classroom, but I want them to write here first. So this is where anything writing is going to take place. And then I have notes for, to the forgetful selves. So like if we're talking about theme, and so we've written themes on the board, they're going to write notes to figure out how we get to theme. How do you get to theme? Like, we can't just come up with a sentence about theme. First, we have to figure out what they're talking about. What's the topic about before we can come up with a theme. And the last thing that I have in my journal is bell ringers. So I do a slideshow, and every day is different. Monday is a book tasting, and they have to pick, would you rather read? And I have a summary in the book cover, and they have to write one sentence. So they're going to write one sentence about whatever book it is. So they're going to write what book they want to read, because then when I take attendance, I'm like, all right, would you rather read? And they'll tell me the title of the book, and that helps me take attendance. Tuesdays, we do soup, salad, sandwich, or sometimes we play a game. Like, I don't know if you've seen the game where name all the things that have wheels, and I give them like 5 minutes, and they have to name all the things with wheels, and the group that has the most unique ones win. And so we play that on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we do controlling idea. I know it's been a minute. Wednesday we do controlling idea, and then Thursday we do revising and editing. So we do everything. So they're gonna put their answers here because it's just a slide, and that's what helps me take attendance. So that's what my journal looks like, and it will be full by the end of the year. So if you need any help setting up a journal, here you go. Just an idea. So if you have any suggestions for the journal, you can throw them down below. Have a great day and happy teaching.